Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Nicholas. Today is the knife gun handle concept. So, was thinking I had had this little pocket revolver for a long time. Pieta Pepper Box black powder percussion cap revolver. I've had this gun for a long time, and it's a cheap gun that you could order online and have it delivered to your house, and it's a really crappy gun. It has a very short barrel, is very underpowered. Probably going to get 300 feet, 400 feet per second maximum velocity out of a little gun like this. So mainly just a short range self-defense weapon. But I like its small, compact size. A lot of guns are just very big and bulky, and you just cannot fit it in your pocket. So, compared to Derringers, all Derringers pretty much suck. You're gonna have a very short barrel. You're gonna have very low accuracy, very small range. Regardless of what type of Derringer you use, a Derringer meaning like short barrel pocket pistol. There are some semi-automatic. I've seen some semi-automatic pocket pistols that are really cool. That I want to get. Pretty hard to find, but I like pocket pistols because I don't want to be hauling around a big, chunky pistol all the time, and so this gun is great because it's good for traveling. Police are at least less likely to give you trouble for a black powder percussion cap pistol. So if you travel a lot, I recommend bringing a black powder percussion cap, because if you travel a lot, you're probably going to get pulled over by the police, and depending on what type of police you get pulled over by, they might give you a hard time. But typically, if they see a black powder percussion cap gun, it's not considered a firearm. They let you go. That's what they're supposed to do, but whether or not the officer is in a good mood or not, I guess. So, anyways, from what I have been told, it's been about 3 years. I remember calling the ATF and talking to an ATF agent, and I was talking about the legal liability mumbo jumbo referring to black powder percussion firearms, modifying black powder percussion firearms, because typically they don't want you or like you modifying smokeless gunpowder guns, center fire, percussion cap, bullet shell, smokeless powder guns. They don't do that. You get in trouble for that. I think it has to do with copyrights and stuff. I don't know why they're funny about it, but when it comes to black powder percussion cap, they probably don't like it, but technically it's legal. Technically it's totally. Last time I was talking to the ATF agent, he said very clearly and loudly, anything that is black powder percussion cap is legal and unregulated. So technically, from what I understand, the ATF agent said is that you could do whatever kind of crazy thing you want with modifying black powder guns without any type of legal liability. So, from what I understand, those are the rules. Been calling some gun stores. They don't really know the laws that much, but those are the rules. You are allowed to modify black powder percussion cap guns any way that you want. I put golf ball gun barrel on it, golf ball gun blunderbuss barrel. This is a mod. You can pretty much do whatever you want with modifying black powder percussion cap guns, but they don't like you modifying center fire, smokeless powder ammunition, and guns like that. So, this might be controversial, but it's totally legal from what I've been told. And that is a totally functioning knife gun, great for self-defense. This gun, like I said, it's no good for anything over for 15 yards, 20 yards maximum. You might be lucky if you might be hitting something with with that 20 yards. But BB's buckshot and ball, BB buckshot and ball, BB buckshot and ball, and with a knife on it. This is a buckshot and ball. It's underpowered, not going to have much velocity, but I wouldn't want to get hit with it. I sure as hell would not want to get hit with it. Pretty much just a back off self-defense type of gun. Really not good for anything else, unless maybe do some more advanced modifications using it as a kind of blunderbuss concept. But I have other videos explaining this later. What you all think? Legal, bad idea, good idea, not whatever. But the idea here is, I think it is a great concept for possibly putting knives, not just on this gun, but possibly on a lot of other guns as well. I'd have to custom make knives for pistol grips and such, but a knife on your pistol is a great feature. I think that is super cool. I would have to customize special knives that would be able to put on your pistol grip, but the possibility of making knives on your pistol grip is totally legit. That totally works. That is totally functional. I know that it's really sloppy. I need to work on the hand a little bit, but believe it or not, that actually fits my hand very nicely. This is a very good handle. I know that's sloppy. We put a bunch of rocks and stuff on it. It looks barbaric, but it works, and it's a crappy Derringer, but it's something, and I think that having a knife on it definitely gives it a little bit of extra cool factor, and the fact that you can use it for a potato gun. Launch potatoes with it. Boom, load it with a blank, launch a potato. Boom. Potato gun. Okay, so let me know what you think. If you think the police are going to give me a hard time for this. Any police out there, you pull me over, you see this in my pocket, are you going to arrest me? Because technically it's black powder percussion cap. It's totally legal. Legal, unregulated. So I don't know why police want to give me a hard time for this. These guns really suck. All black powder percussion cap guns really suck. This is just a last resort backup self-defense weapon, Great little backup self-defense weapon. Okay. So what do you all think about this type of mod? Do you think I should try it out with some other pistol grips? Other pistols with knives on it? I love it. I'm not a materialistic guy. I just like toys and stuff. I'm a toy guy. And this just makes me feel happy. This really does make me feel happy. The fact that I invented it makes me feel even better. It's something like I have a sense of satisfaction from creating my own art. It really does make me feel happy having this. I love it. It is my one of my favorite toys. Versatile, potato gun, fun gun, golf ball launcher, potato gun launcher, self-defense knife. So it could be very versatile, very versatile. It's going to require a lot of experimenting to get this thing working, but technically, 40 millimeter cannons, 40, it's a little miniature 40 millimeter cannon. I'm not gonna, you know, technically 40 millimeter cannons were the original sniper rifle. So something like this possibly has the ability to reach out to very long ranges with a little gun. So I like this concept because it's a little lightweight weapon, and 40 millimeter cannonball, totally legal. I wouldn't want to shoot a 40 millimeter cannonball out of this like Dirty Harry. Okay, I'd have to have a tripod and have it all set up and proper, you know, make it sure everything's safe before I start shooting 40 millimeter cannonballs. But the possibility is there. I would not want to do that. This is a low pressure, small powder charge. You have to be very careful. Be very careful if you want to experiment with something like this. Okay, I wouldn't recommend experimenting with this concept at all, unless you know what you're doing. But anyways, this is a video just about the pocket knife. I love it. I think this pocket knife would take some more modification to fit in the pistol grip with a lot of other knives out there, with guns out there. But having a pistol grip, a knife on your pistol grip, is a super extra cool factor. So let me know if you're interested. Once an artist publishes his or her copyright, it's automatically protected by copyright. So I think this has a lot of potential. And if you want me to put a knife on your gun, I'm going to need to custom make it at the machine shop and adapt a blade for your custom piece. So technically, I own this copyright, and you have to pay me if you want my chain links and I got a lot of other cool stuff. I know, paying an artist, that's awful. That's something we all don't want to do. We don't want to actually pay artists for inventing things. But I know you like that. If you got a gun, you want me to modify your gun, you want me to put a retractable knife blade on your pistol grip, you're gonna have to pay me. Especially with everything else I do. I do a lot of other stuff, okay? So if you're interested in the projects here, I got a lot of really cool stuff to work on. I'm a hobbyist, I'm a craftsman. So I offer services that people want, okay? You want a pistol, knife, blade, pistol grip conversion, you have to contact me, okay? Support the real. I'm the real artist. Quit ripping me off on all my intellectual property. Thank you. Bye-bye.